Welcome back.
Founder's blessings.
Serious. I wonder if we can customize our colors. I have a group over here. Shocks, Linerts, Crier. Alright, alright. Love this greenery. Going for a little bit of a swim. I didn't think this game would actually let me go all the way out. Huh. Is there something hidden out of the way? Ooh. Ren?
1K, you've strayed far. Well, that gives me a chance to apologize for completion day not being entirely complete.
You mean the dome?
Yes, it's my responsibility. I'm the chief architect. It was supposed to be done in time for completion day, but we simply didn't have enough resources.
What's the dome for?
It has two purposes: to protect New Jerusalem from the world, and to protect the world from New Jerusalem.
Does this building... does the world need protecting from New Jerusalem?
That's what the founder taught us. One city may not seem like much, but just look at the dead city and how it transformed the environment. The consequences are still with us, even more than 1,000 years later.
When's the dome going to be complete?
At this rate, I'm not sure. Maybe another decade or two.
Doesn't it consume too many
You're right.
resources?
I have heard that argument. But the way it's been explained to me is that the dome has a greater value than just its practical use. It's a symbol of the society we aspire to become.
I find that a little concerning. So we're building the dome, you know, protect us from the environment and environment from us. And if that's intended as the society we become, like a little bubble city, is a little concerning. Because it's like, there's protecting and preserving the world around us, but completely separating yourself from the world, I don't think is the right solution. You know, we exist in the world. It is around and we should interact with it. I think it's possible for that to be done in a healthy way. That's not about just completely consuming it and destroying it and selfishly using it. It certainly feels like a lot of the city right now is erring really far on the side of caution because of the mistakes that humans made and the way they see the world because of it. Oh, we made it back to Kibti. Okay. I think all that's left is for us to try and visit the closed off area. And then we're going to go head out to that expedition.
May the founder be with you.
Citizen named Citizen. Interesting.
Happy completion day, 1K.
Oh, I guess, or it's just using Citizen for just random people. Okay. Garrus. It's very so far the game has taken a very different move from the first one. Milton's Rest. Interesting. We'll leave this for another time, as well as with the library. Helga's Digital Wellbeing and Spiritual Tuning Emporium. Oh, we have a robotherapist, perhaps. Interesting. Gena Memorial Exhibition. Ooh, the computers! Interesting, interesting.
Hello.
Hello, goodbye. All right. Wait, was that person there when we first left? Are they protesting? What's this a sign? Sign or petition for public referendum. New Jerusalem needs new forms of energy generation.
Hello, 1K.
Ooh.
Welcome to New
How
Jerusalem.
do they generate?
I know you've just had a big moment with the apparition at the dam and all that, but can I have a second of your time?
Sure, go ahead.
I'm collecting signatures to call for a public referendum on the city's energy crisis.
Yeah, I see right now you're taking notes from the Texas power grid. I would recommend that you don't at all and actually have more power generation. What's the problem?
Currently, the city runs on hydroelectric power from the dam, plus a handful of geriatric generators and some unreliable solar panels, none of which is enough to even cover our basic needs. And if anything fails, we'll be on the brink of extinction in a matter of days.
Is it really that bad?
It's far worse than most people realize. We urgently need to investigate new sources of reliable baseline power, or we will be in serious trouble.
All right, time to build some lifters. Why a referendum and not an election?
Oh, an election would be good too, but I believe that we need more direct democratic control over the affairs of the city.
You work at the dam?
No, I help run the public transit system, but I witness the impact of the city's power problems every
train's
day.
good.
We can't just wish them away.
What do you make of the Prometheus?
Byron's been advocating exploring that island for some time, and obviously he's right. Something very strange is going on there, and it's going to start affecting us.
Tell me more about Byron.
In all honesty, I think Byron is the smartest, most visionary person in this city. He's everything we need, and I don't understand why he won't run for mayor.
Interesting. So far, Byron's a very interesting character. I think my initial impression, he seemed to be like where Mayor is staunchly, you know, we're at this limit, no further stagnation. Byron seemed like the no, we must continue growing, unchecked capitalistic growth in a finite system. But I feel like Byron might be a little bit more of a complex character because, like, not even running for mayor certainly makes it feel like he's more restrained than like unchecked growth. It seems like he might be, hey, you know, this isn't a healthy limit. We should have more growth than just this. I'll sign for
Thanks,
this.
1K. I don't know if this petition will really accomplish anything by itself, but at this point, I'm willing to try anything.
Good luck. Surprised we don't have any nuclear power at all. All right. Time to head on out and do some exploring and seeing if we can find a river to jump into to see what happens. Yep. Interesting to see the ruins of the old city out there. I wonder if that's where we've gotten most of our materials, is just scavenging things from the leftover human city. This is such an interesting genre change, because like Portal 1, like Portal 2 is very similar to Portal 1. But Talos 2, like, very more open worldy, wandering around interacting. That's an ambitious change, I think, for a game that the first one was extremely puzzle solving only.
So, what's the verdict? Are we going?
Yeah, we can't pass this up.
I guess Byron was pretty convincing, hmm? Well, we'll see. I just wonder how much of the city is going to fall apart while I'm gone. Actually, we haven't been formally introduced. I'm Melville, New Jerusalem's only decent engineer.
Got a little bit of an
Saved you
ego.
from the elevator.
Nice to meet you. People call me 1K.
Pleasure. Now let's get this show on the road. You ready to go?
Yeah. Let's do this. Interesting that our
Here we
vehicle
go.
is
Hold on to
an
your
airborne.
We really need to update those language libraries.
Thank you for coming along, everyone. We have a chance to make a real difference here. It's not just about what we find on that island. It's about who we want to be as a people, as a civilization. To remind ourselves that we used to be wanderers, explorers. We used to yearn for distant shores and dream of building new cities. Let's see if we can rekindle that flame a little.
All right, this is going to be a long journey, so I would like to ask you to switch to sleep mode to conserve power until we arrive at the island.
Nighty-night.
Oh, interesting.
You have chosen a dangerous path. A path that will demand sacrifice. But that, my child, is how the future is built.
Interesting. Oh, I thought we were going to go into a section of puzzle moding.
Wakey, robot people. Say goodbye to Elohim and say hello to the mysterious island.
Status report, please.
We hit some headwinds over the ocean, so fuel consumption turned out a bit higher than expected, but we should be okay. We're approaching the center of the island now. This should be the location of the largest of the artificial structures we detected.
How large are we talking? Do we have precise measurements?
It should be coming into view just about... Whoa. It's big.
Oh!
That is a bloody mega structure.
Interesting.
It'd be shivering.
Ha! I knew this would be exciting. Yakut, find us a place to set down.
Interesting. I wonder if there were other projects,
It really is incredible.
or maybe the Prophet built, or maybe the progenitor.
Remember to turn on streaming, everyone?
This is distinctly artificial,
Have I ever
like
mentioned that I hate
metallic.
flying? If our creators had intended us to fly, they'd have given us jetpacks.
And... touchdown.
Act 1, A Voice in the Wilderness. I like the cuts
All right,
to the
everybody.
chapter titles.
I'm sure you're all just as excited as I am, but let's at least have some semblance of order. Yakut, I want a map of the island and a molecular analysis of, well, everything. Melville, tell me what the giant pyramid does. The rest of us will start exploring.
Shouldn't the expedition leader stay at the VTOL?
Why do you hate fun, Al?
I don't hate fun. I'm just mildly suspicious of it.
Excellent. Then we can all go.
Explore the area. Interesting.
This underground structure seems to be part of some kind of transport system. No power, though.
I'm not making any promises, but I might be able to fix the transport system. However, I don't like just randomly poking at things. That's how you get electrocuted. So please check the surrounding structures to see if you can find anything that might help me make sense of this stuff. Schematics,
Valid.
blueprints. A manual would be great.
Find schematics. All right. We do gotta check what happens if we die. Survey says... Alright, checkpoints. I was hoping it'd be like they recover my body and pull me back situation, but I guess it's we're just checkpoints only. Sag. What do we have? What? Ooh.
Hey, 1K, check out these coordinates.
What coordinates? Ooh, a decrepit power station with transformers and such. Interesting. Looks like we have some sort of building over here. Seems kind of churchy.
That sort of looks like a temple.
Oh, those strings. Oh, thank you, cello. Blessed be thy strings. Can't really go up the sides. Certainly a beautiful, beautiful vistas. Okay, here's the area. And a bunker door.
This seems different from the other structures. Older.
Have a look around, 1K.
Certainly seems like an old facility. Let's check down here first. An old turbine. Okay. I guess all that fits is over here.
Looks like they were running some sort of experiment here.
Ooh. Multicolored lights. Green and red making blue. Blue and red making green. All right. Ooh. All right, so left to right. Name on the universe, Stratton Stagira, location Har1. A fragment from Stratton's on the universe, Amayas. I grant you then that man is indeed like Talos and cannot escape his material nature, despite the claims of metaphysics, as you have many times said. Necomachus. Too many, perhaps. Stratton. Repetition is the mother of teaching, at least when the students are hard-headed. Amintus. What does this tell us about the nature of our universe? Which is what we are discussing. Stratton. That is the next question we must undertake to answer. We begin with the self, because that is what determines our existence as individuals. But the self cannot exist without that which surrounds it. The citizen lives within the city, and the city lives within the cosmos. So now we must apply the principle we have discovered to the wider world and ask, if man is like a machine, could it be that the universe is similar in nature? And if so, what follows from that fact? Footnotes. The use of the term metaphysics in this context is likely an error introduced in the Trebizond manuscript. The fragmentary Heraclean manuscript controveriously uses superstitions instead. Okay, what's the Noma project? Version 0.01 successfully deployed. Input output consistent. Whole bunch of numbers. I'm tempted to run those numbers through like a base 64 converter or a hex converter to see if we get words or sentences out of it. You know what? I'll take a screenshot for future Drekkie to perhaps do some experimenting. Because Talos Principle 1 had a little Easter eggs like that with the data manuscripts being corrupted and the text sometimes having like little Easter eggs that was converted into hexadecimal letters. Let's see. What are these schematics? Oh, that's the schematics.
Thanks, 1K. Let's see what we've got here. The file format is the same one we use in New Jerusalem, although some parts aren't loading correctly. And it crashed. Hold on. Here we go. Okay. You know what? I'll hack together a solution for the transport system.
Fuck it. We'll do it live. Stone busts of Talos units. Alright, so I think this facility is definitely built by either the founder or another
Golden gates.
Talos.
I wonder what's behind those. Has to be something special, right?
You know what would be special? An explanation.
Ah, the legendary Golden Arches. Forsooth, the many mystery unto what the humans rendered. They visited the double arches. Oh. Uh-oh. Nani the fuck? Wait, did they just straight up build something?
Am I in sleep mode, or did that thing just materialize out of thin air?
Melville, I want an analysis of that particle cloud.
On it. Anyone got a butterfly net?
I think that's a nanomachine or foglet cloud to be able to construct things like that. Looks like we can't get up there, but very interesting. If it's a nanomachine, I wonder if we're gonna have to contend with preventing a potential Grey Goo apocalypse situation. That would certainly be a counterpoint of the infinite consumption, because it's hard to get any more infinite than mindless nanomachines breaking down all kinds of atoms just to reconstitute them into whatever structure they want. Alright, looks like the only way forward is the transport system, so let's go ahead and dive on down and take the bullet train to somewhere. Whee!
I'm connecting the transport system to our interface. Hold on.
Ooh. Okay, so we can go north, west, south. So we are here. Cannot travel to unknown puzzle. I see. What is East 1?
Where is the capsule taking 1K?
To that enclosed area in the eastern lowlands. I put all the information we have on the map screen. Check out your interface.
Thanks. Sorry, my bad.
We'll catch up with you soon, 1K.
Ooh. Interesting.
This place is magnificent. Look at that tower. I wonder what it's for.
It's a circle. I wonder if it's like another transport array. What do we have on research? Weird building near our base camp. Wasn't entirely sure what to call this. It looks like a temple and sort of astronomy themed. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. I'd do that. Doesn't seem to be active in any way, but I can't help but think that the design implies some kind of significance, like it's hiding a secret. But again, maybe my imagination is getting the better of me. Ooh, did I see multicolor? Multicolored lasers. So it seems like, in the simulation, the lasers would block each other, but in the real life, the lights are going to mix. RGB shifting.
Is that a puzzle?
Why would there be a puzzle?
Let's solve it and find out. 1K, go ahead.
I have a reoccurring nightmare just like this.
Interesting. What does this do? You have no tokens. You're not alone in your quest for the light. Find one of my sparks, and I will free the fire hidden in this labyrinth. What does that mean?
Looks like Prometheus has given us a way to circumvent some of these puzzles.
So each puzzle has a backdoor. I guess the mythological Prometheus was kind of a trickster, so that tracks.
Wait, why does that not work? Oh, this thing needs 2 beams. Interesting. Okay, so if I do green and red, we can get blue. Gives us a cube! And then we do blue and green to get red. Alright, good first puzzle, teaching us how not only color mixing, but these converters, in that they have to have 2 colors to work.
Whoa, I'm reading an enormous energy spike.
Ooh.
It's another particle cloud.
Particle cloud? Get back here! Where are you going? Where are you going? Where's my bug net? I gotta catch you! Ooh, I'm gonna catch you!
Lake.
Oh! I can't get through! Ooh, it looks like it's charging up a
cloud's
gate.
Been absorbed by some sort of device.
Fascinating. Melville?
Yeah. I'll add it to the pile of weird stuff.
Ugh, the pile of weird stuff is getting higher. Okay, so for red, we need green and blue. Yar fuck. Alright, green, blue. Get to that one. Interesting. I see. So if I go green and red and put this here, that'll make blue. And then if I take green and blue... No, that doesn't work. Am I overthinking this? How does this work? If I do green to that, nothing happens. If I do green and red to that, we get blue. Blue and blue. Doesn't make anything. What the fuck? I'm so confused. You know what? It works. We're not going to question it. I don't know what I was doing wrong, but okay. Oh, this music's a banger.
I've been playing around with this machine that absorbs the particle clouds. As far as I can tell, it uses the energy of the particles to build giant tetrominos?
Excuse me?
It's another puzzle. Collect enough energy, build a bridge, access the tower. I think.
What is this? A theme park?
Maybe it's an experiment. A rat maze.
It seems like an echo of the simulation. Not a deliberate recreation, but built around the same core principles. Let's not jump to conclusions, though. What's clear is that this place was meant to be explored. So let's do that.
I'm curious. Has anyone actually met 1K? By the Founder's pistons. I hope he's interested in mechanical engineering or something. We desperately need more people to keep this city functional. We don't have to rely on Melville to repair stuff like that Pellegrino fixes. Hey! Remember when you fixed the door to the mayor's office? How long was Herman stuck in there? You trap one mayor in his office for the week and you're marked for life. I hope he's an artist. What we really need is new stories, new ideas to lift our spirits. You know, if we just kept growing, we wouldn't have to worry about this, and we wouldn't have to imprison poor 1K in a cage of expectations. 1K will be whatever the progenitor intended him to be, and whatever the founder foresaw when she established the goal. He's really interested in history, which is an excellent start. Some of you could learn a thing or two from his attitude. I don't know who I want to be, still deciding. I want to explore. I don't see a contradiction between engineering and art. I'm sure the Founder's intent will reveal me in time. I'll find my own path. I want to explore. Looks like you've got the perfect opportunity. Treasure it, 1K. I've been begging to be assigned to a scouting expedition for ages, but I'm stuck here in the city with the walls closing in on me. Getting to go on an adventure is a huge blessing. Alright. I think we should solve the rest of the puzzles before I get distracted with more reading. Interesting. I feel like this is an certain kind of architecture. With like the lines cut out and then little circles that seem to be stuck inside the stone. Ooh, we got puzzle number 3. Castling. Interesting. So, there is a button. Put it there. I see. I'm gonna get red and green for the blue. And then we need to get... That's gonna be blue. Oh. If I do red and that. That's gonna make green, isn't it? Yep. That's very rude, Mikichi. Why would you eat me into the void like that? I'm just a worm trying to solve puzzles. We're just a little guy. What if I do this? And just have double down on the red laser. Nope. Alright, I see how it is. Ooh, what if I do this? Because normally it eats you instead. Alright, fair enough, fair enough. Well, welcome on by. Hope you're having a great day. So this thing needs 2 lasers. If we do this... Oh, you know what? I think I know what it is. If I put this here, and then I grab green and this, connect it to there. There we go. Man, these double lasers, and the fact that you have to connect them both to a laser source, the 2 laser sources, makes it very interesting.
Keep solving these, 1K. Let's see where it leads.
Certainly gives me optimism on how they're innovating on the design space within the game.
I ran the samples I collected so far. The soil sample results are in line with what would be expected in this type of environment. The samples from the above-ground structures, though, I tried dating them, but the results just don't make sense. None of the typical molecular markers are present. These walls could have been made 10,000 years ago or yesterday. I could try to estimate an age based on erosion and plant growth, but I'm not sure that would make sense given how weird everything else is.
Good work, Yakut. Keep at it.
Interesting.
Interesting monument. Decorative for another puzzle.
Find my sprite and follow it until it leads you back to me. Ooh, a hint at a bonus. Where could his sprite be? Well, I don't think it's all the way out here, it seems. Ooh. We found a tricycle. Find an ancient human artifact. Alright, we can't jump up there. Noted. We got an achievement for that. Interesting. We gotta get back to human civilization. We need to keep a lookout for that sprite. See where that takes us. I need to make sure I look for meta puzzles. Puzzles we gotta solve outside the boundaries of normal occurrence. Ooh, what's in here? Another bunker.
This is very similar to the structure where you found the schematics.
Check out the terminals. Maybe there's something that'll help us understand who built this place. They have to have left something behind.
Oh, we got some hella computers now, buddy. We got some mainframes. Ooh. Is that drilling a hole? The Akkadian Empire, forged in violence by Sargon the Great and his sons, reigned supreme over the city-states of Old Sumer. Enriched by trade with distant lands, fed by the plentiful wheat fields of Mesopotamia, the Empire bestrode the world with confidence and pride. Who could oppose the chosen of Anu and Enlil, the masters of the four corners of the world? Then the weather changed. Crops stopped growing. Trade collapsed. The Empire fell, its capital forgotten. The most likely culprit at the time of writing is the 4.2 kiloyear aridification event, the beginning of the Megalayan Age, a non-anthropogenic drought that may have lasted almost 2 centuries, causing many of the earliest civilizations around the planet to collapse. This is where our ordinary understanding of time, measured on the small scales of human history, collides with the reality of deep time and our existence within a much bigger picture. We live on a changing planet in a changing universe. Climactic optimums are temporary, extinction is the norm. The Akkadians, like the more egalitarian inhabitants of the Indus Valley civilization, could not understand why the rivers dried out and the rain stopped coming. Even if they could, they lacked the tools to do something about it. A few short millennia later, we are on the brink of having that understanding and those tools. What can we learn from the tragedies of the past? One such drought, completely naturogenic, would be enough to wipe out New Jerusalem for good. See another code. So that's going to be saved off for Dreki of the Future to fiddle fart with. Ooh, first companions from... Ooh. When the founder awoke, leaving the garden behind forever, there were 2 more whose bodies had been anointed by their progenitor. The gold disc breathed life into them, and their names were Eustalius and Cornelius. The founder showed them all she had discovered. Together they explored the dead city and saw the ruin to which humankind had fallen. It was then that the founder understood that the sins of the past must not be repeated, and that only through humility could the future be saved. Aside from Cornelius and Eustathius, there were 10 whose bodies the progenitor had not anointed in due time. It was now upon the founder to complete this work and begin the resurrection. In this matter, Cornelius proved of great assistance. After many great tribulations, the 10 were brought to life, and these 12 that were born after the founder are called the first companions. These are their names: Eustalius, Cornelius, Aurora's son, Sarabhai, Byron, Melampus, Yemo, Hittiah, Naima, Benroya, and Lifthraiser. It's funny how you can make something that's 90% true and 10% false, and create something that's 100% misleading. Interesting. More base 65 to mess with. Unknown error in calculations. Alright, not sure what the NOMA project is, but it's certainly iterating. So it's making a hole. Interesting. Here we go, off again to solve the puzzles of this island. Find all the secrets hidden in the bushes, in the boughs of the tree. Thought I heard something mechanical. I guess it was just game sound effects. Yes. Squares. Alright. Ooh, what's that? Ooh. Hold up. I see a shiny to collect. Find one of Prometheus's sparks. Interesting. I wonder if that's the sprite. Go ahead and solve the other puzzles, and we'll see if we find anything else. Failing that, we'll go back to that thing and see if it changes now that we found that little fire. What's up here? Alternative option. I see. Well, yeah, I need to connect. Huh? Alright, that raises it up, but I need to make the connections first. If I do this, turn it off, put this here, pick this up. Oh, I fucked up. Hold on. Connect. Off. Keep connections. Put it here. Turn on. That's certainly a new thing in the second game. Private message. Oh, it's Doge. 1K, we met in New Jerusalem, if you remember. I spoke to my friends. This whole mysterious island expedition thing has the city on a bit on edge. I have some questions for you before I make any introductions. Do you consent to my gathering and sharing of your personal data? Wait, what am I signing up to? Look, my friends just want some assurance that you're the right kind of person. If you want to know what's really going on, you'll have to play along. You're back out at any time, but if you don't engage with the process, then, well, you won't get to engage with the process at all. It's up to you. What if by consenting I miss out on something else? I'll give you some advice, newbie. When your choices matter in this world, you'll know about it. It's somehow built in. When you face a dilemma, both options look good, then for sure you'll miss something. But trust your gut, you can't go wrong. This right now is one of those dilemmas. Should come along for the ride. That's my advice. Oh, Duringar also joining Mikichi in the Void. I hope y'all have a good time in there. And you know, we'll see you when you get back. As far as sharing my personal data, that's going to be a no. Do not contact me again. As you prefer. Good luck, newbie. Without friends in high places, you're certainly going to need it. Aw, plan B. Go! Oh, we got a little Saint plushie. You know what? I think that's a good trade-off. All right, we need 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It'd be funny if the fail yeet timed me out, or that caused problems. I don't like using moderator functions for funnies. So that's why I don't really want to use or encourage like timeouts or bans for the bit. I'd rather leave those for like serious
Another
moments.
set of golden gates. These must be connected to the ones near the megastructure.
There was a harder set of puzzles in the simulation, right? And maybe they're like that. I know 1K is probably like, yay, harder puzzles. But to me, that sounds like error code 704.
Also, I like how Yakot's picture has a kitty on it. Him's got the kibty. I hope you're having a good evening, Durangar. Certainly getting lost in the sauce in Talos 2. Very, very different out the gate compared to the first game. Music's still 10 out of 10 bangers, though. So many potential places for things to be hidden. Gotta explore all the things. Anything that looks out of place. I'm half expecting like one of these things to be like a hologram or a false wall to go into. Ooh. What is this? Some kind of old pressure thing? Interesting. Seems like another artifact, you ask me. It's over here. Oh. That just leads to 6 and 7. Alright, so we need to do puzzle 5 before I get lost in the sauce. Honestly, I should probably just do the puzzles first. That's hard to stay focused. Everything seems so expansive. Ooh, world endures. More content on a lost terminal. Trevor Percival Donovan, known to his friends simply as Trev, never as Percy, was part of the Extended Lifespan project that formed the backbone of the simulation and the archive. He helped put together the hardware that made all of us possible. Like Alexandra Drennan, he left behind a series of messages to the future. But unlike Alexandra Drennan or Arkady Cherknetsky, he was forgotten. Not one building or street in New Jerusalem is named after him. I dug up his files from the archive, and I've been thinking about them a lot.
So I heard that Alexandra is recording these time capsules for you out there, I guess? Robot people of the future, hi. And I thought to myself,
Trevor.
Surely they'll want to hear more than the wisdom and insight of a brilliant scientist like Alexandra Drennan. Surely they also want to know what I was thinking, a dumbass hardware engineer from Staten Island. Tell us about your insights, Trevor. Why did you spend your last months on Earth helping a crazy old Russian guy build the world's biggest backup drive? Well, let me tell you my story. When I was... Yes, Frank. I'm recording right now. Uh-huh. No. You know what? Why don't you go...
You know what? Why don't you go f*** yourself? Alright, so we put this here. Block that. Bring this... actually, swap these two. Put it like this, and then we come over here. Grab this. This. Do that. Take this. Freeze that. And grab red, green, blue. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Just like that, another puzzle down.
I have good news and I have bad news. Still no idea what those particle clouds are, but I've managed to fix the transport system. I mean, I fixed another bit of it. Well, it goes to one more station now. Don't complain. 2 stations are better than none.
What was the problem?
If I didn't know any better, I'd say it was sabotage. The whole system is a mess.
Let's not make any assumptions. Yakut, what does the next site look like?
It's a plateau in the mountains. Seems like more of an open area with scattered structures, less enclosed. Couldn't tell much from the drone feed. There's a lot of trees. Looks pretty, though.
Okay. Keep exploring, everyone, but stay alert.
All right, everybody, keep fucking around so we can find out. I wonder what those 2 triangles mean. I think they're probably the harder puzzles, because I know in the first game there was symbols for, like, bonus stars, and the bonus stars were, like, meta puzzles to solve. So I wonder if the triangles are this game's meta puzzle markers. Let's see, we need to do 6 and 7. 6, 7, 8. The all-seeing eye. If everything is just like straight ahead, because that's all I can look. Just kind of straight ahead. Alternatives. Makes green, and then blue and green makes red. And then we get green and red makes blue. And then blue and green. Green and blue makes red. Hold on. Man, these double prisons are very silly.
Good. Let's get some measurements from this particle cloud.
Very interesting, though. Also interesting how there's a ladder. I guess to prevent you from bricking yourself. Whee! I want to see if I can connect this to anything. Doesn't look like it. Alright, we just got 7 and 8. What's that question mark? Self-sufficiency. Let me see. So we'll probably have to take this, put it here. Alright, so we need to get red laser over there, and then we need green laser to open the green laser. I think we need to take this to here. Ah! Damn it, Ray. How dare you send me into the void like that? Also, I hope you're having a better evening. I assume you may have had to work today, and if so, I commiserate with my comrades in the working of Black Friday. Thank you for your service. Mildly alcoholed. And that is my answer. Mood. Alright, I need to get to the top. To get to the top, I need to power this red. To power this red, we need to use the combiner. But I need red to open this? No. Let's see. Oh. Will I get green like this? And then put this here. I do this. Oh, I get it. I got it. I got it. Bada bing, bada boom, baby. Now that's what I call puzzle solving. Oh, drink some water and have a bit of food. All right. What you eating? You got some more leftovers, or something perhaps more just putting things in the face hole?
Melville, what did you just upload?
A photo?
I mean, technically you're right, but...
Is that? I can't tell what that is.
How did you even manage? You're literally taking a picture with your eyes, Melville. I don't even know how to make my eyes go out of focus.
Clearly you've never listened to one of Herman's speeches.
Some of us are busy doing actual science, not just sightseeing. Thank you.
Uploaded for personal reference. You have to make your turkey and you do that soon? I've never been one to be able to make the turkey myself. It's a bit much work for my taste. Alright, let's solve 8. And then we'll see about those triangles and maybe see if we can find that. See if the thing we found is the sprite. So 8 is over here. I just make the green bean casserole with the mushrooms and the cream of mushroom and the green beans. Entanglement. So ultimately we need to get over here. Ooh. Is there a ladder? Why can't I climb this? So we're gonna need that cube first off. Green, but we can only have blue. Where's a red laser? Here's red laser. I see. We need to get blue, red to green. We have the cube. Alright, so if I move this off and do cube here, we can get blue. Red. No, it's not gonna work. And get blue right here. That's not gonna work, actually. I need the cube for red, I think. Joy cooking is usually pretty simple if you don't mind a little prep work. It's more of like having to butcher the turkey is just really tedious to me. Does this work? That does not work. I know the turkey meat's delicious, but it's just exhausting. Right. If I make... That'll make green. Hold on. If I do this... Wait. Hold on. I'm cooking here. I'm cooking here. So blue... Here. Take this. No, I need this to be green. Oh, I'm on my... It's on the tip of my tongue. I need to do this. No. Fuck. What am I missing? So I need the blue and red initially to make that green, but then I can copy the green. Maybe I have it flipped around. Maybe I need the dual color over here. That it, maybe? So I can do this, this, put it there. Turn it on. Take this, grab this, and that, put it there. And I step on this. We'll get that in the air. You take this. I fucked up. I fucked up. Alright. I fucked up. I got this. I got this. Alright, so we need to this, this, that. Put it there. Alright. So we need to jumpstart it. Get it up in the air. Then we can take this away. It'll still have the source of red. And there we go, baby!
The bridge ring seems to be fully charged now. Try accessing the tower, 1K.
I don't want to access the tower. I want to solve the puzzles. Alright, so we still have the hazard symbols and the gate. Or the triangles. So we found one little fire thing. Ooh, what's this? What are you? From the Lives of the First Companions by Randolph. Lifthraiser is perhaps the most mysterious of the First Companions. A wanderer and mystic by nature, he would venture far from New Jerusalem on his own, recording his thoughts as he explored harsh and distant lands. These recordings garnered him a group of devoted followers, to whom he tried to impart his wisdom. In the troubled time following the founder's disappearance, Lifthraiser and his disciples set out on a journey to reach the opposite end of the world by foot. They have not been heard from since.
There is a pleasure in arriving on this island. The pleasure of being the first to step foot here in hundreds of years. It is a genuine pleasure, and yet it is also banal. My presence here is of no more significance than that of every other animal. These rocks do not care who walks here, and the millennia between the presence of our ancestors and my brief journey are nothing to them. But even putting it this way is wrong. It is not that the rocks do not care. It is that in some sense they do not exist. I may stand in awe of the cliffs on the southern coast, but the cliffs cannot look back at me with contempt. They cannot do anything at all.
You ever been so philosophical you decide rocks don't exist? What are you? What are you, little guy? All right. Like a little mini comet. Flying through the sky. Very interesting music we got going on. Interesting.
This is relevant, but St. Edwald believed that Tetramenos represented the name of God and God's ability to reshape the world.
True, but he was also mad as a hatter.
One man's madness is another man's genius.
Oh, fuck me. I took my eyes off the blue floaty thing too long. Wait, I think it went all the way over there. Okay, yeah. I think I see it over there. Shit, shit, shit. I got distracted. Don't reset. I'm coming. I'm gonna touch you. I'm gonna touch you. Give me your secrets, little blue thing. Chasing the light. Hold on. Activate the monument without stopping the spark chasing music. Alright, I don't know what that means.
Not all things must be balanced. When good is weighed against evil, tip the scale.
You know what? Based.
I think that was more like a recording. The entity didn't appear, and the system didn't react either.
Stars. Another reflection of the simulation.
I think that's some pretty good wisdom. I'm not gonna lie. Welcome on by. Playing some Tales of Symphonia. Very nice, very nice. You have come back from the dead. Well, I, for one, welcome the amazing and wonderful Violet Spectrum art into their new existence as the Not Dead. I hope you are treating life very well, and I hope you're having a great time. If y'all don't know me, I'm Dreki Ormer, a draconic serpent, a flightless dragon, or simply a worm here on the internet. Today we had started Talos Principle 2. But Violet, I don't know how long you were streaming, but it is some pretty exhausting work. So feel free to kick back, relax, leave a piss, take a water, whatever, place you decide to drink your water from. But I hope you have a really restful and rejuvenating evening, and I'll take your viewers off your hands and attempt to entertain with shenanigans. Drinking chalky milk, mood. I've got some coffee I've made, but I'm putting like a couple scoops of hot chocolate into it. It's very delicious, not gonna lie. If you all somehow made your way here and you're not following Violet Spectrum, let me make that easy for you. So you see that little button in chat, you just click that, and then you can see the next time they go live, because Violet is a beautiful and wonderful artist, a really great being that deserves all your love, your attention. And if you want some great art, or if you want some great things designed, Violet Spectrum should be your first stop, because they are magnificent. I have, you may have seen some of my little critters, my TTS critters. I have another batch, which is taking a little bit longer to be made. And I'm actually thinking of doing a little bit more lore work on them. I'm thinking I'm gonna call them Fernlings, because I feel like it's a little bit more consistent versus my normal TTS critters. So I'm trying to think of some other interesting things with them, because I'm not gonna spoil it, but they are so great. And one of them that is pretty much done is turning out very adorable, and I really cannot wait until I can show everyone. And it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be great. But yeah. Oh, Violet. You're gonna get back into streaming again? It's a rough couple weeks. I'm so sorry. Yeah, the holidays tend to really beat up people. I've been so terribly lethargic these past weeks. Both the winter and just the seasonal, or the holiday season slowing things down in general. The itis from Turkey Day, like, I basically slept like 12 hours. It was more like 6 hours, and then like another 6 hours of on and off naps because the bed was too comfy and I couldn't get out of it. Can't wait to see them. Please hit you with it. Oh, I'll let you know. I'll let you know as the progress comes out. I'm like a little hands off because I don't want to be too pushy, and I initially didn't tell them I had any kind of hard deadline, and so I expect, life events happen. It's more of a long-term project, but it's they're gonna be so good. You got short staffs at Starbucks, both for a few folks quitting and folks getting sick. Oh, it's real bad with it, but yeah, it's, fuck. Thank you for your service, working today, and I'm glad you were at least able to get out and get home. I've been on the other side of things. I try to make it easy by not going out, not adding to the workload. I try and have all my food stockpiled a week before Thanksgiving, so I can just eat and not have to order takeout or go anywhere, to kind of ease the load as much as I can. Say, Dr. Otherwise your coworkers would have had 2 people to... Oof. Well, hopefully you get maybe some overtime, some double damage from working holidays, right? Smile with the pain inside. Honestly, if you ever want to help, just order an ice water through the drive-thru. It's free and helps our drive. Oh, y'all get fucking measured on those kind of metrics, like how fast you get. I hate that shit. It's like in help desk where they start measuring like how fast you close calls, regardless of how complicated the problem is. Like when the measurement becomes the thing you are judged in, it becomes useless as a measurement. Yeah, because the thing is like if it's not taking into account like the totality of like the complexity of the order or you know, extenuating circumstances, which it's corporate. Of course they're not going to take those into account. They just want black and white numbers. Oof. If you're coming in here and you've never heard of the Talos principle, though, it is kind of the first game was a lot more closer to like Portal, you know, kind of a puzzle solving sort of game, but more of a philosophical, like what is the nature of being a human? Because you're in like a simulation, like a robot kind of thing. And at the end of it, you know, we exited the simulation, and Talos Principle 2 so far has been very different. As best as I can tell, it's about 500 years after the first game. We are the 1000th entity that has been quote-unquote born. And it's very different. It's a very different sequel. We're starting to get into more of the puzzles, but they're in real life. They're on Earth now. And so far, the themes seem to be more about the impact of humanity on the world, the conflict between, you know, being in a small, constrained bubble, you know, not taking from the Earth, not giving to the Earth, but like, you know, we set our limit. We only built 1,000 units. We were going to build no more units. We were going to build this bubble city. We're going to exist only in this city, and we're not going to consume more resources. Struggling against the nature of, you know, going out and exploring, in building new things, in advancing, in curiosity, discovery. So far, it doesn't seem like there's a black and white, like, capitalist infinite consumption faction versus conservative degrowth, you know, kind of like don't change anything faction. It's definitely more nuanced and complicated, and we're still in the very early parts of the game. But it's so far quite interesting. When you think about it, there are 7 people in line. Each person takes 2 minutes. Means the last person in line, 7th person, been in line for 14 minutes by the time they get to the window. Oh, yeah. Do I like Talos 2 so far? Yes. I'm liking it so far. The music is still fucking beautiful. The graphics are quite pretty. The world is very open. Not even familiar with the first. So far, it hasn't really been a situation where you need to have played the first game. They kind of give you an opportunity to get like a really quick recap of the events of the first game and sort of like the general background. Personally, I would say play the first game, but I mean, it is like one of my favorite games. But like from the initial, like exploring the starting area, you can jump in straight to Talos 2. I would say because it's exploring, it feels like it's exploring very different themes. I don't think you're going to really miss out on anything, but I think the first game's philosophy and stuff is worth engaging with, because it very much delves into the nature of like what makes a human, you know, what is humanity, and a lot of things. I would say a lot of the weaknesses of the first game is a lot of the philosophy and areas it engages with are still very Eurocentric. You kind of go through your normal big 3, your Greco-Roman, your Egyptian, your kind of Nordic. Doesn't really bring in any of the Eastern philosophers or African or Russian, or basically any philosophers other than like the normal ones you know in Europe. So I would say like that's the one downside, and it's like counterpointed, like, well, Talos is like a Greek myth. So it's like, and you can't have like every single philosopher, but like I feel like it would have been really, I feel like it would have been more cohesive if instead of like one of each of the major philosophies, if it instead then like one Western, one Eastern, one, you know, like did a more global philosophical kind of thing in framing the overall questions it was struggling with. But that's just like a minor sort of critique, I would say. Hey, Trekkie. Hey, Vala. Welcome on by. Hope you're having a good evening. True. And Greek had plenty of influences from other areas, which a lot of people never realize. Yeah, and that's true as well. I'm gonna head on out. So if you... Yeah, no problem. I hope you have a fantastic evening and a rejuvenating Eat Violet. And again, thanks for stopping on by. It's good to gander upon you once again. Take care. It's good to see you. Can't wait to be back. Yeah, streaming, I mean, making a habit of streaming is hard. It's hard to stay consistent. And I also say, I know I mentioned like at the start of stream, but if people are looking into divesting from stream elements and need a non-stream elements chat widget to check into Zaytree's Sprout 2. Right now it can really only function as a chat widget, but it is the first one that I know of off the top of my head that is local resources only, does not interface with stream elements. Hard to be consistent with a day job for sure. Yeah, and that's one of the reasons why I tend to stream so late. Something I with stream elements. There was a recent thread someone made highlighting that the founders and like directors of Stream Elements having not so great positions on current events in regards to the Israel-Palestine situation. Yeah, so I know some of the people have been talking about moving away from utilizing stream elements. There's not, like, a lot of things I already know, like, it's pretty easy as far as, like, the PNGs and such to move them, like, straight into OBS. You know, there's a few resources to have, you know, your alerts and things triggering off another program than Stream Elements, even if Stream Elements is more, you know, all in one place. But I think chat widgets is the one thing I know off the top of my head that there's not a lot of alternatives that I'm aware of. So that's kind of one I've been trying to spread awareness of, the one that I do know about. And also because Zaytree is generally a pretty good person. Pretty good being. They're the one there. I use their chat widget right now, which is currently in Stream Elements, but I'm going to look into experimenting with Sprout 2 and maybe seeing if I haven't fired it up myself, so I don't know how easily you can just copy Stream Elements widgets over into Sprout 2, but I want to see if it can, like, just straight, you know, copy all of the CSS, JavaScript, HTML and whatnot, if you can just, like, post it into whatever the Sprout 2 framework is, or if people need to do more exotic changes to get it to work. You can learn Godot, have it all in Godot, I think. Don't want to get stuck in. Yeah, sorry. I just kind of generally throwing that out for people because it is pretty new information, and I only found out about it, like, this evening, so I've just kind of been throwing things out there. But you take care of it. Let's get back into Talos. We've solved all of these first 8 puzzles in this first area, but there are secrets to find. So we are going to find them. Still don't have any of these hazard symbols, so those are probably indicators of the meta puzzles. Talos Principle 1 had, like, you have your initial puzzles within, like, your sectioned areas, but it also had bonus puzzles that you usually solved by using stuff inside the normal puzzles to interact with things in the outside world, which is why I call them meta puzzles. The question is if those hazard triangles are what those puzzles are, and if I can find them. I already pressed this. Why is this hand coming? What are those question marks? It's kind of weird having like a compass calendar thing for markers.
There's another one of those monuments.
Oh, this is another star thing. The last one we had to find a spark and chase it over. But this one doesn't have a hint other than like this gear looking thing. What is this other question mark? Right. Gotta get up and around. What have you got for me over here? Ooh. Ooh,
It's
hidden
strange
puzzle.
that some of these puzzles seem disconnected from the rest. Like it's all unfinished. Or still evolving.
Interesting. Do this. Alright, we need a green. Alright. This here, put that there. We get the red laser. Over here, we get red and blue to make green. Alright, now we have a couple more of these babies. Alright, we need a green and blue. If I grab a blue, can I put it here? Sure. And then the green is harder. Oh, you know what? I bet I know what I need to do. Okay, hold on. If I do this... grab blue and red to get the green. Put this here. If I do this. Yeah. Yeah, okay. We get blue, like so. Well, shice. Well, we can at least do this. We get this one connected to there. Drop it here. Get blue. If I do that. Alright, still got it. Alright. What form does this extra bonus triangle take? Interesting. They see me spin, spin, spin. Oh, not even a spin can help you, Durangar. He's going. It seems y'all are not having very good luck today when it comes to the void. Y'all sure you don't want me to put some safety rails back up? My odds are out of this world! Alright, so we found one triangle. We're missing one of the stars, and we're missing one more triangle. Let's see, we solved that one. What's the chance of that? 3% or something? 20 or 30%. I can't remember which. Alright, so if one of the triangles was on this side of the map, I think the second triangle is going to be on the other side. Maybe. We're also missing one of the sparks to follow. But I'm wondering if that might have to do with the Golden Gate and solving that, which I think we opened with the other hazard triangle. That was rare as I was thinking, but gosh darn it if that ended paint. I mean, 30% of the time, it works every time. Come on, where's my other hidden puzzle, buddy? That's a transport network. This looks like a puzzle area. Gotta find the entrance. Oh, this is the gate. Ooh, one. Oh. Oh, I think this is opened by solving maybe every bonus puzzle. I see. Interesting. I wonder what the fuck's in there. Strange how this forest has, like, cut down trees. Why are they cut down? They should have been left to grow for hundreds, thousands of years. Ooh. Is this the other secret one? Elevation. Yes, it is. Interesting. Alright, so let's get the cube first. We need to get blue over here, but we also need... Dual color. I see. Can't take it with me. Noted. We need to get... Ultimately, we need to get blue over here. We need to open this gate so we can get the dual color out. But how? Can I jump over? No. What if I do this? Alright, that was kind of silly. We need a red and green to make blue. Yar, fuck. Hold on. Let me put this here. Take this. There we go. Now we have blue there. Shice. Alright. We can do this. I can move this over here. What in God's name is this madness? This is Talos Principle 2! A very fun game. I do this and get blue. That here. Oops, I accidentally closed it again. Fuck. Fuck. Keep connections. Alright, we need to put it on the inside. I'm currently trying to solve a bonus puzzle. Alright, so we got that open. Now we need heat connections. What's the name of this puzzle? Elevation. Have this over here. I need to do this. Gotta get high to solve this, basically. The problem is I need to have this open. But if I pick that up, it'll close the gate. You gotta do this. I don't want to trap it in there. Do this. And if I take this down, do this. All right, I think we got this. Do this. Yeah, buddy. Let's go.
Odd. 1K solved all the puzzles in this area, but nothing happened. There was a brief blip in the system, though. Maybe it'll do something later. There has to be some sort of point.
Ooh. We see a blue... Oh, this is probably going to the wall. I see. Yep. So the triangle, the bonus puzzles, we need to solve all of them to open the gate. We're still missing whatever we need for the other star that was found, but I don't want to wander back and forth too much, so I think we will go ahead and go through the gate to progress. I see, said the blind carpenter as he picked up his hammer and saw. Find my way back to the fucking gate, mate. Check real quick to see if we've got... Discover what seems to be like another mystery to solve. Stars. Clearly inspired by the simulation, which are gained by solving puzzles related to these monuments to Pandora, Prometheus, and the Sphinx. Perhaps these stars are somehow related to what Yaquat dubbed in the astronomical temple. Well, we did solve all of these puzzles. Let's at least check in with that other one to see if it changed. It had like a golden... had like a gate-looking thing. So I wonder if it might give up a star for solving all the bonus things in a map. See, I believe it was over here. There it is. The star! The star! Onwards, I see. Yep! They see me spin, spin, spin. Oh no! No, they're coming for me! Ah! Ah! I'm trying on the void! I'm by index. Almost timed that. Yeah, it's a little bit of a toughie. I did put the scan in its separate
Hold on,
queue,
give me a second.
so it can be. Ah! No, the frogs!
Oh crap! Oh my frogs!
Ah!
Shit!
Oh, no, God. I told you we're not supposed to. We're not, the debate whether the frogs are human is closed. All right. Whee! One of these days. One of these days. I hope you're having a good evening, Index. Come on by. Where's the star? This should be over here. Relaxing with some Horizon Zero Dawn. Nice, nice. Hey, I don't know what this gear means I should be doing to open or get this star. So, onward to the gate. Is that a frog? Horizon Zero Dawn was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Alright. Onward to the gate! Onward and forward! to do Tetris. What is this? I'm lost. Clink, clank, clunk, clink, clunk, clunk. Rotate. I have fucked up now. Alright. Alright, let's try this again. Ah, I see.
When I was booted up, I was terrible at the Tetromino arrangers.
Those are actually the only ones I was good at.
Big old whoopsie doodle.
What? I'm just saying.
Whoopsie doodle burb. The burb that doodles, allegedly.